Hi everyone, today in this video I'll be showing you how you can use for loop in Python. Okay, but before starting the video, let's understand what for loop is. So let's say, what is for loop? I won't write Python or Java or C Sharp or C++ or anything. I'm just writing simply what is for loop. So we can check this link from Techopedia. So what does for loop mean? For loop is a programming language conditional iterative statement which is used to check for certain conditions and then repeatedly execute a block of code as long as those conditions are met. Okay, it sounds very complicated, right? But for loop is an iterative process. What do we mean by this? So for example, if we want to print 100 numbers or 100 random numbers or 100 sequential numbers, how you can generate those numbers. So in that scenario we use for loop. So for example, we have a lot of images in the database and we want to read image from the database. How we can get the image? For example, we have hundreds and thousands of images. How we can do that? We can do it using for loop. It doesn't matter. The reason why I like Python for loop is Python is quite easy, so it's easier to understand, it's easier to learn, it's not that complicated. So that's why I'm making this video on Python. So let's get started. So what I'll do is the basic one. I can do the basic one. So for example, I will print number starting from 0 and ending at 10. So it will be for I in range 0 to 10. So you can see this is how it works. What if we want numbers till 1000, 1000? So you can see the script is giving 1000 numbers basically. Now the question is, imagine we have some names that are coming from a database. For example, we have first name and last name and we want to show it in a website. Not okay, let's not get into website now. We just want to print those names. How we can do that? So for example, first name John, Ron, and Don. Surname. Just putting some random names. Kapoor. Okay, so let's not do this here. I'll just run this. So now so this is how the Jupyter notebook works. So when I run this, so these values will be stored in this particular variable. So let's print the first name first. For I in first name, print I. Simple, right? But I have surname as well. So how can I do that? So I want it to be John, Jazz, Ron, Das, and Don Kapoor. So how we can do that? So in that scenario, uh, we can just make a slight changes. We can just slightly change the code. So as you can see, in both the arrays, we have 3 elements. So what I'll do for I in range 0 to 3. So this means The loop will start at 1 and will end at 2. It's like 0, 1, 2, 3 elements. Let's do print. Print what? First name. So I want, so it should be John Das, sorry, John Jazz. So it'll be the first index of first name and first index of surname. So what do you have in the first index if we think about the line of this line of code? So first it will start at 0, then 1, then 2. So if I pass I and surname I, let's see what we get. So as you can see, it's John Jazz, Ron Das, and Don Kapoor. So it's simple. So for example, so it's not super complicated, and this is how you can use for loop. The concept of for loop is very simple. Sometimes for the beginners, it's a bit harder to learn because if you are new in coding, so yeah, we just need to understand when do we need to use range, or in what scenario we can use the uh, array. So depending on situations and scenarios, we change it. So yeah, that's all for today, and I'll be creating new videos soon. So yeah, subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos on software engineering, data engineering, and data science. So yeah, thanks for watching.